Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, student. How are you today? Yeah, I hope you are in good condition, right? Okay, before we start our material, let's open our material by reciting basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, here I'm going to explain the material about how to increase the vocabulary with short story. Before it, I want to explain what is short story. Then, there is not for student enjoy some everyday use vocab in short story. Okay. What is short story? Short story is a popular form or fiction defined by its briefing. Many readers like Sylvia Plath began their estimate careers by writing short story. A short story is a piece of fiction typically longer than 10,000 words. Short stories are only 3,000 to 7,000, but microfiction might be less than 500, and a longer short story might be as many as 20,000. Okay, you may be or may not be hoping to make a name for yourself in fiction. Either way, writing a story is a great way to attract an audience. People love short stories because they are quick to read, but can make a lasting impression and even change how you see the world. In the world of written statement fiction beneath, this kind of story is something that can be read in an hour and remembered for a lifetime. Okay, I have some example of such story, right? Nah, this is some example of such story. The title is Come to the Window. One night, there was a little baby who was still not asleep. His mother already tried rocking the baby to sleep, but he was still wide awake. So his mother took him to the window to see the stars. The stars shone on the sea. The mother told the baby some stories about the stars. She said that there were two little stars that played peek-a-boo with two little fishes in the deep blue sea, and there were two little frogs that cried, "Nip, nip, nip." We also see a dead little baby who should be asleep. The baby was happy and delighted. Soon, the little baby grew sleepy and fell asleep in his mother's arms. This is the story with the theme in the short story is about the moral value of life. Okay, because the title is how to increase our vocabulary with story. This is okay. Because the most important thing that you can do it to increase your vocabulary is read a lot. Okay, also you read anything and everything, but the most important thing is read what you are interested in. Okay, if you like sport, read a sport magazine. If you like movie, read movie magazine. Even better, read the script of the movie. If the movie is based on novel, read the novel. And if you like story, read storytelling. So many short story in internet, yeah. For example, here, this is the short story. Because my favorite story is Come to the Window, yeah. Based on a short story, read it. Best way to increase your vocabulary. So, if you want to increase your vocabulary, you have to read, okay? After you read, then you have to. This is the three steps to make you to increase your vocabulary, right? After you read, you have to mark a vocabulary that you didn't know about in the short story. For example, you didn't know the meaning of the window. So that is the new vocabulary in your mind, yeah. The window, you have to mark window, and you don't know the star, you have to mark star, or happy, grew, and baby. So you have to mark the vocabulary that didn't you know, yeah, for English your vocabulary. After that, um, you have to write, yeah, write in your book. The first, for example, window, the second, star, the third, steel, the fourth, white, and after that, next, looking for the meaning from the new vocabulary. Now, after you write the vocabulary, you have to looking for the meaning, yeah. For example, window. What the meaning window? You should write the meaning of window in your book. Window is, you can looking for in the your dictionary, right? Window, the meaning jendela. You can write in your book, right? Okay. Star, the meaning is bintang. And baby, the meaning is bayi. And next, still, the meaning is masih. So you can write and also give the meaning, right? And the next is make a sentence from the new vocabulary. Okay, after you write the new vocabulary from the short story, you can make a sentence to remember about that vocabulary, right? For example, you have to make a sentence about window. How can they make sentence about window? For example, I have two windows in my room. You have to practice it with your friend, right? Or with yourself. I have two windows in my room. So you will remember about window. Window, the meaning is jendela, right? Okay, after it, I think that is can make increase your vocabulary, right? After you read short story, you have to mark the vocabulary that didn't you know. After that, you have to give in the meaning, and you have to make the sentence of vocabulary from the short story, right? Actually, you need to read short story. You can read novel or etc. Yeah, but here I just give you some short story. Okay, student. Next is here I have some exercise for you. After you have read the short story before, you have to answer this question. The first question is find 20 vocabulary in short story. And the second is what is the title of the story. And the third is who is the main character in the story. The fourth is who is told the story about star. And the fifth is, where did the story happen? And the sixth is, how to make the little baby sleep. So you can answer this question well if you read carefully with the short story before, right? Okay, good job for you. You can write this exercise in your book and answer it. So our material is done. Thank you for your attention. I hope you understand what I explained. Yeah. Okay. Sorry for my mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.